I saw kids at the forefront of everything, and I really like that, dude. What Fanatics is doing to try to promote and advertise and market the hobby. I think they're doing a really good job with that, especially with the type of engagement that they're getting with the kids and the content that they're producing around it, and how they're bringing in cool celebrities that are sharing it to their social media platforms and their audience and things like that are undoubtedly outside of the hobby as well. So the whole thing was done really well. I don't know the details around it. I don't know if people had to pay to be there, if they had to buy product to do it, or they were giving it away for free or anything like that. But I like it. And I want to see more of that kind of stuff in the hobby, because I think that's what people need to see. People need to see groups of collectors getting together, having fun,
having a good time, enjoying themselves.
Fun, what's more wholesome than ripping packs of cards? Like, you see a lot of people, like when they have festivals or they have events, people will get together and they'll do stupid things. They'll like get in fights. They'll get drunk. At all sporting events, people get drunk all the time. They get in fights. This just happened at the UFC fight over the weekend. You see people doing that kind of stuff. You see all sorts of shenanigans, but this kind of stuff, this is like wholesome. You go to your local card shop with your friends, your family, you meet some athletes, some celebrities, and you rip cards, and maybe you pull some amazing cards or something like that, and you show it off and all that kind of stuff. So I'm all for it. What are your thoughts?
Right. No, I'm all for it. Like, if you're going to do that, then show people having a good time. Yes, it's great to show like a celebrity mixed in with an athlete. I thought that was pretty cool. That definitely got my attention. It made me click into the post to see more, explore more what was going on. I didn't realize that was what it was called, the Topps Rip Night, but I did see a lot of pairings with celebrities and athletes this weekend opening packs. So now that explains what it was. I'm glad you told us what it was about. Thank you, Dan.
Yeah, and that seems like so easy for them to do, I guess. Just
right. Like, where have they been doing? Why have they been doing this a long time ago?
Exactly, right. Like, why do I guess they never had the pool. Because Michael Rubin. It's Michael Rubin. He just looks at his like a little contact list and just calls up all his buddies to be like, hey, Tom Brady, I need you in Philadelphia. Hey, Chipper Jones, I need you in Atlanta. Aoki, I need you in Vegas. And they go, right? They go because the man has power and he's able to do that. So I just think it's really cool. And I hope that they continue to do that kind of stuff. And another thing I'll talk about, this is really not part of Topps Hobby Rip Night, but I've noticed that they've been doing these WWE Fanatics live events before the pay-per-views, where they have the wrestlers break cards and do stuff like that. You remember when Rhea Ripley did that thing where she licked that piece of paper and signed it?
Right? No, I didn't see it.
Wild. Okay, you definitely been living under a rock. Okay, but
when was that? Was that before the show actually started? Okay,
it was a few months ago before one of the pay-per-views. She was on Fanatics Live. She was ripping cards.
Oh, that's why I didn't see it. Yeah,
she was doing some type of auction, and then she just totally went off script, where she signed a piece of paper saying Rhea licked this spot here, drew a little arrow, and then she licked it. And then the chat went wild, and people were live bidding on this thing, and it went for like $800.
Did you buy it?
No, I would have bought it, dude. I would have.
Where were you?
I didn't know. See, that's one thing. They didn't.
So you didn't know either. They paid like a fool. I didn't know about it.
I would have paid up $2,000 for that. Okay. Believe me, I would.
Yeah, they need to reach out to their boys here, guys. They're number one customers here.
The things I would do with that, with Rhea's deed.
Oh my God.
But anyways, I know the guy who bought it, and he sent it to PSA. He got it all slabbed up, and it's just a cool piece. It's just a cool like moment in history that was like, that happened. And I wouldn't be surprised if that little piece of paper went for like $10,000 if it went to auction, with the story behind that.
Well, but it's all because of the story, correct?
Yeah. So, but I have been noticing that they've been doing stuff like that too, which I think is really cool. I hope to catch the next one. I don't know when that is. That's something I'll be paying attention to also, which I think is a good segue now to our next topic that we need to talk about that happened over the weekend. Elimination Chamber. Did you watch that?
There's a podcast called Between Two Slabs. They consume mass media. It seems so sad. It's the great curator and Merlin.